Good morning. Good morning. I'm Kimberly Bishop, Associate State Director at AARP Michigan, and I'm glad to see you here with us this morning for our June Rhythm Circle. I am always surprised at the varied location of our viewers, so I hope everyone will take a second to say hi to Bujo in the comments and to let us know where you're watching us from. These monthly rhythm sessions are a way for us to have fun with purpose. The music is the fun, and learning a bit about brain health is the purpose. In addition to observing Father's Day and Juneteenth, June is also Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month. I'm sure that I've mentioned before that according to the Global Council on Brain Health, music and dance can stimulate brain activity, manage stress, and help those living with dementia. So, in recognition of Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month, I'd like to share 10 ways to love your brain from the Alzheimer's Association. There's no need to try and remember them. We'll provide a link in the comments. So, 10 ways to love your brain. Growing evidence indicates that people can reduce their risk of cognitive decline by adopting some key healthy lifestyles. When possible, combine these habits to achieve maximum benefit for the brain and the body. Start now. It's never too late or too early to incorporate healthy habits. Number one, break a sweat. Engage in regular cardiovascular exercise that elevates your heart rate and increases blood flow to the brain and body. Several studies have found an association between physical activity and reduced risk of cognitive decline. Number two, hit the books. Formal education in any stage of life will help reduce your risk of cognitive decline and dementia. For example, take a class at a local college, community center, or online. You're watching us online now, so I know that you can do something online. Number three, butt out. Evidence shows that smoking increases the risk of cognitive decline. Quitting smoking can reduce that risk to levels comparable to those who have not smoked. Four, follow your heart. Evidence shows that risk factors for cardiovascular disease and stroke, which are obesity, high blood pressure, and diabetes, negatively impact your cognitive health. Take care of your heart, and your brain will follow. Heads up, brain injury can raise your risk of cognitive decline and dementia. Wear a seatbelt. Use a helmet while playing contact sports or riding a bike, and take steps to prevent falls. Fuel up right, which means just eat a healthy and balanced diet that's lower in fat and higher in vegetables and fruits to help reduce the risk of cognitive decline. Although research on diet and cognitive function is limited, certain diets, including the Mediterranean diet and Mediterranean DASH, and DASH stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension, may contribute to risk reduction. Next is catch some Z's. Not getting enough sleep due to conditions like insomnia or sleep apnea may result in problems with memory and thinking. Number eight, take care of your mental health. Some studies link a history of depression with increased risk of cognitive decline. So please seek medical treatment if you have symptoms of depression, anxiety, or other mental health concerns. And do your best to manage your stress. 9. Buddy up. Staying socially engaged may support brain health. Pursue social activities that are meaningful to you, like playing an instrument. Find ways to be part of your local community. If you love animals, consider volunteering at a local shelter. If you enjoy singing, join a local choir or help at an after school program, or just share activities with friends and family. And last, stump yourself. Challenge and activate your mind. Build a piece of furniture, complete a jigsaw puzzle, do something artistic, play games such as bridge that make you think strategically. Challenging your mind may have short and long-term benefits for your brain. My personal favorite is Words with Friends. I play that all the time. So in addition to the link to this article, we'll also share a link to the trailer for the documentary Alive Inside, which I believe can be streamed on Amazon Prime. If you ever doubted that there's a relationship between music and memory, this will definitely change your mind. So now I will turn it over to our resident percussionist, Mr. Kevin Bujo Jones. He is a percussionist, band leader, producer, and educator. He is a faculty member with MSU Percussion and Jazz Studies and serves on the board of directors for the West Michigan Jazz Society. And in addition to Bujo, he brings his beautiful wife, Martine, who is a musician, but not a percussionist. And she will, along with Bujo, lead you through our June Rhythm Circle. So welcome, Bujo and Martine.
Good morning. Good morning, Kimberly. And good morning to everyone out there in StreamYard land, out in the ethers of the internet. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. And like you said, I have my wonderful, lovely, beautiful wife, Martine, here with me. And like Kimberly said, we are, she is not a professional percussionist, although she has lots and lots of rhythm. She does. She's very musical. Anyway, so she's here because we want you to be able to have a sense of almost like a class. So we will get started right away. And as you can see, normally, every time we do this, we have our drums in front of us. The drums we're using today are what we call djembes. I have a djembe. Mine's a little bit bigger. She has a smaller djembe. It's the Papa djembe and the Mama djembe.
The whole family.
The whole family. We have lots of baby djembes here. But anyway, if you have a drum, a djembe, that's great. If you don't, you can use a drum like this, the conga drum, or any instrument that you have around the house. If you don't have an actual drum, as usual, we have my trusty coffee mate container that I took the top off, and you can use something like that. And if you don't want to use your hands and drum, you can always use something in your environment, in your kitchen or around the house. Find something that you could shake. This is a jar, plastic jar of popcorn. You know, whatever way that you can make rhythm and sound and join us, okay? So we're going to get started, and we're going to do a shortened version this morning. We're going to start out a little bit slow this morning because I worked last night, and I'm going a little bit slow. So For those of you that have an instrument, let's begin. Of course, there's always the three basic sounds of the drum, of the djembe or the conga or a shiko or any drum that you have, any hand drum, which is tone, bass, and slap. So you want to make a bass sound, or actually a tone sound. Let's start with the tone sound by holding your hand, your fingers straight out, not together like this, but just slightly apart. And you want to come down on the drum like so. So repeat after me. Very good. So that's the tone sound. The bass sound you make by putting your hand towards the middle of the drum, and you use your palm and all your fingers, like so. Very good. So we have tone and bass. Now the next sound is very much more difficult to produce, which is called a slap sound. And that slap sound sounds like this. Okay? So when you come down on the drum, you're coming down here with this part, the pad, the pad of your hand. I call it the pad. Right, this part of your hand actually first, and you let the fingertips hit the drum. So your energy is going towards your fingertips, like so. So let's all try it. Repeat after me. Very good. So today we're going to do a little version of a rhythm, Congolese rhythm. Actually, these aren't the drums that they use in Congo, but we could play it on these drums. This is a rhythm called Mutwashi. And we're going to start out with a bass sound. Okay? So let's repeat after me, everybody. I'm going to play bass, and then you play one. Bass. Right. Very good. That's followed by actually three. It's supposed to be three slaps, but if you can't produce the sound for a slap, don't worry about it. Just do the best you can. So we're going to play bass, slap, slap, slap. Very good. Okay, so let's repeat let's finish the rest of the rhythm. We're going to play bass, slap, 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 bass, slap. Bass, slap, 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 bass, slap. So I'm playing, just so you know, let me go over this one more time. I'm playing with I'm right-handed, so I'm going to play my right hand first. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Right. Good. Oops. And very good. Good. One more time. Okay. Very good. I know you're following me out there. This is a little bit, the phrase of it is a little bit longer than most of the rhythms that we've done so far. But it's very pretty simple, okay? And you're challenging yourself. The purpose of our program, live stream, is to challenge yourself to be able to remember patterns and sounds. So 2 more notes, and then we'll be finished. So we're going to play bass, slap, 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 bass, slap, tone, tone. Okay, so repeat after me. Bass, slap, 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 bass, slap, tone, tone. Yeah. Bass, slap, tone, tone. Bass, slap, slap, bass, slap, tone, tone. Bass, slap, slap, bass, slap. very good. Were you able to follow? I know the phrase of the rhythm is very long. So far, in the past year or so, every month, we've been coming on and doing some rhythms that have what we call shorter phrases. For instance, we learn very common pattern in African music and African diaspora music, very common. That's only 2 beats long, but this is 4 beats long. But I picked this rhythm because it's much slower. So, like in all African diaspora drumming, there are many parts, what they call polyrhythms. So it's rhythm on top of rhythm, and they all kind of fit together like a puzzle. So we're going to learn the second part to this rhythm, another part, and they both fit together. So one person plays one part of the rhythm, and the other person plays another part. Okay? So this part starts out with 2 tones. Tone, tone, tone. So follow me. Tone, tone. Right? Right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. So tone, tone, bass. Tone, tone, bass, slap. One and two. Okay. Let's go move forward. Tone, tone, bass, slap. Tone, tone, bass. Yes. And that's it. That's the whole rhythm. Okay, very good. So now we're going to try an experiment to see
experiment.
Yeah, an experiment
Okay.
to see how well that you can remember both parts. So I'm going to ask Martine to play the first part, the second part, the one we just learned, and I'll play the first one we learned. So the first one we learned was bass, slap, slap, bass, slap, bass, slap, bass, right? Second part. Tom, tom, slap. So can you remember?
Right.
So you gotta focus and concentrate. Okay? Now I'm gonna play the first part. You keep playing this part. Yes. Nice. Yes. 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 Okay. Very good. How are you guys doing out there? Were you able to get the rhythm? Say yes or no in the comments. Okay. Maybe. Sort of. So when you focus and concentrate on something that's difficult, like you have all this sound going on, you have this going on. Sometimes it's hard to focus and concentrate on your own part. The goal is just to be sort of just keep up with the music. Okay, so that is the purpose. We understand that you're not trying to become professional percussionists, hand drummers, but the more you focus, the more you concentrate, you'll find other things in life you're able to focus and concentrate on. Okay? So, yeah, and if you have any questions, please put them in the chat, and I'll try to answer them before we get off the air. Okay? So now we're gonna shift and go over a rhythm that we did a couple of months ago, and we haven't played it in a while. So I'm going to ask Martine and give her hands a rest. You get to doom 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 to doom 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 to doom doom to doom 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 doom. So as I stated before in previous months, the djembe is part of the djembe is part of a larger ensemble called the djembe orchestra. And many times you'll find in the djembe orchestra, you'll find the djembe, which is shaped like this. I'm sure you've seen them around. It's a very popular instrument now. Bless you, baby. And often you'll also find what we call the family of dunes, or dundun, or dundumba, which is a native to the Mali Empire, which Mali Empire is actually still in existence. I shouldn't say it was, because it really still is. We just drew lines through it, and people colonized it and drew lines through the Mali Empire. So, you know, definitely the country of Mali, Guinea, parts of Senegal, parts of Liberia, and, parts of northern part of Ivory Coast and Togo, Burkina Faso, etc. So I'm going to ask Martine to play. She's going to play with sticks now to give her precious hands a rest. So she's going to play drums, the doom, which is a two-headed drum that you play with sticks. Okay. They're a family of three. So I should mention too that in the djembe orchestra, they also have what is you often find balafon, or what they say bala. Bala is the predecessor to the xylophone and the marimba. Long keyboard instrument played with mallets, but they have resonators on the bottom of it. So I have a balafon here, but I'm not going to go get it now. Maybe another day. So you'll find that, and sometimes kora and shaker rays, different types of shaker instruments that comprise the djembe orchestra, and of course vocals. So we're going to do a pretty simple rhythm. Now, if you have just a container, you can just play along with us. So with a container, you really only have two sounds. It's very hard to get a slap out of it. So I would just do like muffle sound and an open sound. Okay, so for this rhythm, very simple. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3. So you're going to play 3 on this drum and 2 on this drum. So 2. Can you try it? Right. Very good. So if you want to play that rhythm on the djembe, you can. So it's just bass, 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 right? Bass, 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 bass. okay? For all of you that have some kind of shaker instrument, all you want to do is one, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap, tap, tap. Okay? So let's try that, and I'll do the shaker. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Very good. Bass, 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 bass. Okay. One, two, three. Right. So, now the rhythm that we learned on djembe that goes with this pattern is 5 notes, only 5 this time, 3 slaps, and 2 tones. So if you, like I said before, if you can't do the slap sound, then please don't like stress yourself out. Just do the best you can. This is about doing the best you can and trying to remember patterns and feeling the rhythm. That's the most important thing, is that you feel the rhythm in your body. Okay? So here we go. So the pattern for the djembe, one of them, is slap, slap, slap. Right, I'm right-handed, so right, left, right. Slap, 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 and slap, slap, slap. Right. Right. Slap, 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 slap. Okay? Then 2 tones. So we're gonna play slap, 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 tone, slap, tone, slap, 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 tone, slap. Right. Slap, 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 tone, slap, 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 tone, slap, slap, slap. Uh-huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's what we call the signal. So let's just practice the signal. I'll play it, and then I want you to answer me out there, okay? So. It don't matter. Well, just one. Right. Good. Uh-huh. often hear it. I'm doing a simplified version of the signal. You often hear it like this is just for information's sake. That's the more traditional signal. But especially when we're playing a very fast rhythm, that's easier. And then both the signals. So you may hear it like that. The one with the is a more traditional signal. Okay, but for now we're going to play. Okay, so I'll play the signal and then we're going to start. Okay, and then at the end we'll play the signal together. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go 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 beep go go go. Okay. Yes. Very good. Yeah, excellent. And so today we learned two rhythms, Congolese rhythm called Mutwashi, and this was a small part, of a rhythm called Lamban. I'm not going to get into explanation because we're running out of time. But anyway, we can go into it next month. We can go back to some of these and review. So, like I said, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer them. The most important thing about doing these is to become active brain-wise. Many different talking about brain-wise, my brain just stopped functioning.
Time out.
Time out and said time out. It has to reboot, finding the files. Main thing is to become active, learning rhythms, learning notes. You may want to take up piano or take some drum lessons or dance lessons. Dancing is really great for your body and great for your brain because you have to remember choreography, you have to remember steps, which way to turn, whether to turn to your left or turn to your right. So all of that is helpful. I actually am interested in taking dance lessons myself, so I can show my wife that I have rhythm in my body and not just my hands. Two left feet. Um, so so yes. So please please stay active. Um, stay safe and healthy, of course. Um, drink lots of water in the heat in the summertime especially, and in the wintertime because you get really dehydrated in the wintertime too because of low humidity. So please stay healthy, stay away from COVID stuff and anything else that's going around, killer bees and or what is the killer hornets, all of that, and try to invest some time into learning an instrument or learning how to dance or learning uh, taking a singing class or joining a chorus. All of those kinds of things really help your brain function. I know it helped mine because I'm a survivor of traumatic brain injury myself, which you can go back and listen to my story in previous episodes. But anyway, my time is up today. I hope you enjoyed our little short rhythm circle drumming session this morning with myself and my beautiful wife, Martine. Um, having a partner is such a wonderful thing. Such a wonderful thing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. We keep each other laughing and healthy and smiling. Okay, so thank you all so much for tuning in today, and we appreciate you. Spread the love, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and happy Juneteenth. They both fall on the same day this year. Isn't it wonderful? So please stay healthy, um, get rest, dance, drum, sing, be full of life. Thank you. Ciao. Bye bye.